let's talk team roping and saddle racks. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Bayou Farm Life. Thank y'all for tuning back in. So first rattle out the box on this video, we are going to review some team roping runs from a Jackpot Saturday. I was 2/10 of a second out of the money, so did not come home with a paycheck. Didn't rope bad, didn't rope good, kind of right there in the middle. But we're gonna review them, we're gonna talk about them, and then we're gonna jump straight back in to working on this saddle rack and seeing how far we can get on it today. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Well, okay, y'all, let's get through these as painfully as possible. Here's steer number one, round number one. My header comes out, he turns him. The steer fights his head really hard and he's staying under my horse. I couldn't see, I threw out of time. That was just a terrible shot. Terrible steer. That was my first no time of the day. Steer number two. My header gets out good. He ropes him, takes him across the pin right here. The steer kind of gets under my horse. I'm able to find my shot, catch some timing, and I rope 2 feet. In the last second, he kicks out, so we have a leg, which is a +5. Steer number three. Header gets out really good, comes out, and just accidentally misses. Tough luck on the header. It happens to the best of them. Fourth one, my header missed again. No big deal, it's just some tough luck. It happens. This steer, my header gets out, he breaks out, he ropes him really fast. I'm able to take a pretty quick shot, get in time, and it worked out perfect. So we was like 11, I believe, on that one with a +5. So this header, he missed for me. Again, just a little tough luck, no big deal. This guy, he gets out good, cracks it on him. I kick around there and my tip of my rope hits the ground right there, and I've never had that happen, and it just causes my rope to twist up on me, and obviously no time. So yeah, that wasn't fun. My header gets out good right here. He turns him, I kick across the pin, and I try to rope, but I think the steer was trotting and I hit a front leg. It felt good, but I think I hit a front leg, which caused my tip not to go through to rope the inside leg. My header gets out good on this one. I kick around, hit the horn right there. I tipped the horn and able to take off and throw a big gate down there, and that was probably the best loop that I threw all day long. That felt great, other than hitting the horn. It was a big open gate. And let's see, this guy right here. Oh, I remember him. He has a little horse problems coming out the box and wasn't able to capture him, so we had a no time there. Not a big deal. This kid right here, this kid, I watched him, he roped really good all day long. He was able to rope ours, as you'll see. He was able to rope ours, and the steer kind of went left and right, and he ended up getting the rope around his horse's leg, so we got him pulled up and everybody was safe. So that's a good thing. And we're off to round number two. This is the first steer of round number two. Now remember, with this guy, I had a leg, I believe it was. No barrier, just a leg. So on this steer, he does break out, and I knew that we had to be fairly fast. I tried to rope fast right there, and I threw out of time. The steer beat me to the ground, which means I couldn't get my bottom strand to go underneath his feet. So I was able to pull a leg out, and we was headed to the short go. Now for this guy, we was a 6 on our first cow, and we drew a absolute runner. This cow was running out the box. You'll see right here, he is hauling butt. Then he checks up pretty hard and slows down, and my header just has a little tough luck. No big deal. off to the short round. And I told my hitter in the short round, I was like, you do what you want, but I'm going to throw as fast as I can. We were extremely long. So he said he was going to do the same. We was going to take the first best shot. He roped him really fast. I kicked around there. I roped him on the first hop I could. Very good loop, and just a good average run, really. And we was a 6 flat, which put us just out of the money. And I'm back. So as you can see over there, I done took the saddle out of here. Gonna pull this temporary saddle rack, if you will, out of here. And then I believe get started on lining the inside of the actual saddle rack. The lights I ordered for these shadow boxes in here for the buckle cases, they'll be in today. So I can't put the back on just yet because I don't know exactly how I'm gonna run the wires yet. So I'm gonna get started on, I guess, lining the inside of this. I can put the floor in and maybe the roof. I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna use for the roof yet, but I know what I'm using for the walls and for the floor, so that's where I'm gonna start. So these are gonna be the boards that I'm gonna use for the floor in this thing. This one right here, I'm gonna cut a section out of the middle. So both ends, both weathered ends of the board is gonna be sticking out. You won't see no fresh cuts on it. And this one right here is just gonna take up the last little bit of space I need. Okay, so as y'all can see, there's a pretty good gap right in here, and it's butted up over here. Now there is gonna be a siding coming down right here. So I'm gonna split the difference from there to there, and this siding is 1 inch thick, so it will cover it and you'll never see it. So this piece right here is the piece that I just cut out of these floor pieces. This is the little leftovers. And this is the same thickness as the siding that's gonna be going up in here. So just so y'all can see, it covers it perfect, covers that gap perfectly on both ends. So that's gonna work out just right. We can go ahead and screw this floor down and then start on the sides. So now that we got the floor in, we're gonna start putting in our siding. Now y'all, these planks are not good for nothing else. They are not structurally strong boards, but they are perfect for what I'm gonna use them for. They don't have to be strong. They just have to hold up there and just look good. And believe me, they're gonna look good. One down, about 10 more to go. Well, okay guys, so got the first plank in, and how to do a little minor fabrication, if you will. Let's take a look. So here's the back side of the plank that we just put in right here. As you can see, it didn't quite reach this board right here. So I come in and added these blocks on the inside. Obviously you'll never see them by the time it's all, you know, encased. But I added 3 blocks, one top, one middle, one bottom, and that seemed to hold it in just perfect. All right, y'all, so plank number 2's in right here. Now we have a little bit of a space right here. My back wall is gonna fall out right here. So what I did is I put a mark right here, 3/4 of an inch from the inside of this board. That'll be where our back wall is gonna be. So I'm gonna cut one of these planks to fit right here, 3/4 of an inch shy from the outside of this board. Well, all right, y'all, I got both inside walls on, and I tell y'all, it looks great. I thought that I was gonna have time to do the back wall in here and start on these sides, but I can't put the sides on until I get my lights in the mail today. And I need to get started on my saddle rack, but in order to do that, sadly enough, I think I'm gonna have to go buy some lumber. I think that's gonna be the only lumber I'm gonna have to buy, is just for the saddle racks. So I'm gonna take care of that. It is fixing to rain, and I've got some editing to do. So I'll catch y'all Saturday, and hopefully to have this thing finished out. Y'all tune in then. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I shall see y'all then. Stay safe.